Good evening, Drifters, and welcome to Season 1, Week 3 of Orion Drift VRML. I am your host and caster for today, Pine VR, joined by my co-caster for the first time this season, Space Dude 7. How are you feeling about the upcoming match?
I mean, it seems like it's going to be a great match. We got everyone showing up here even early for this. So, I mean, by the looks of it, how they're practicing, they both looked very well trained, very well practiced, and it seems like it's going to be a close one here.
Yeah, this is the first time we've had a team show up this early to a match, so these teams are ready, and they're locked in. We got Devious with Dennison, Depp, Glacier, Goran War against Rainfall, which is Jack, Ellis, Jamie, I don't want to butcher this name, Ames, Bill's Collector, and Walkie. Also shout out Dennison. He made all the camera scripts that we use for VRML. So, anyway, we've got an interesting matchup here, Devious versus Rainfall. I've not seen both teams play before, so this is my first time casting them. I'm excited to see how they play through this match. It could be an interesting one. So, without further ado, whenever these teams are ready, all they gotta do is put the ball in the middle, and we will be ready to start. We're just gonna wait for that. Until then, Spacesuit, have you casted these teams before?
I have never seen either of these teams nor these people play ever before. I see Devious is undefeated here. They've only played 2 matches though, while Rainfall is 3-2 in these matches. So they've played more matches, but they've also lost a few. So I mean, it's gonna be interesting.
All right. Well, the ball is in the middle. I hope everybody watching is ready as we get in to round number 1. Ready? I'm gonna let you start this off.
Okay, as we are off, it's going to go early up to War. War is going down the middle. Seems like it's going to be taken by Wookie. Wookie heading it over to the left side. Ellis is going to be there, but hitting his head a bit as War is going to regain possession, passing it over to his teammate. Going to be Gora taking it up to Depp. Going to be passed down to Goran again. Goran passing it over to Denson. Denson with a shot, but it's going to be blocked by Ellis. I think that's how you pronounce his name. Ellis? Something like that. Ellis going up onto the right side. Gonna be lost here for a little bit. Ellis going up, looking for a pass over to Bills. Bills going backwards a little bit, taking a bit of a ceiling carve to turn that backwards momentum into forward momentum. It's gonna be passed back to Jack the Drifter, but Denson's gonna intercept it. Looking for a pass again to War, but War is gonna be blocked just as he tries to shoot it there.
I mean, you gotta admit, like, they almost just gave a free goal there as they passed it back to their own side. But now we're going to watch as Goran takes it airborne. The nice pass over to Depp. Depp's going to go for a little rebound. Almost a shot there, but War's going to be able to pick that right back up as he goes for a pass down. And unfortunately, Bill Collector's going to be there to stop them. He's not collecting bills, he's collecting balls today as he's stopping people from scoring any form of goal. Just missing that intercept there. But we're going to watch as Warner takes it right underneath Sewers very speedily. He's going to hit it off of Halo. Not even Halo, it's Ness with a nice little kind of rebound there. Almost getting it in though. Missing. Depp's going to go for another shot. It's a lot of fumbles we're witnessing already here as War now takes the airborne once again. Goes the pass over to Goran. Goran now seeking the opportunity for a goal, and he manages to find it, sinking the first goal for Devious versus Rainfall. 2 minutes in. It's looking pretty interesting so far. It's just now up to Rainfall to retaliate against their playstyle here.
I mean, Devious has had that persistence, trying to shoot as many shots and hopefully want to go in, making as many shots on goal as they possibly can. Having the offensive play. Wookie's going to try to go down, but getting hit out of his hands. War's going to be taking it up onto right shelf. Headed up onto the ceiling, looking for another pass, but no one is quite there. It's going to be taken by Jack the Drifter, going down the sewer, but he lost it. It is in the sewer. Wookie having it now, looking up to the middle at a 1v1, shooting it, but it's going to be blocked by Depp. Depp having the ball, trying to reset it down to Goran. Goran up onto the left side of Halo. Trying to look for possibly another pass over to Denson. Denson looking for another pass to War. War shooting it, it's gonna be in! Almost blocked by Jack the Drifter. He even tapped it just before it went in, but it just too hard to block.
I mean, what an excellent play there from Devious. I mean, you can't deny it. Rainfall are pretty good on the defense, but Devious are just very deviously managing to slide their way through that. He's gonna go for the shot though, Bills, but he misses, unfortunately, by an inch now. It's going to be up to Jack the Drifter to take it, but unfortunately the ball gets pinched up into the air as Goran's able to slide in and steal it right now. As Depp now is going to take that ball upwards for a nice cross-section pass over to War. War then a pass back to Goran, but Goran is just a little too fast. Deb's going to be able to catch that rebound, but unfortunately, it slides right out of its hands there. It's going to be a little bit of a Royal Rumble here for the ball control as Bill Collector and War are both going to try and maintain that possession. Just a little bit of a back and forth, but War just managing to, get out there and grab that ball control. Now hits it out into the open. Jack the Drifter taking it airborne. Now on his own here as he's getting intercepted by War there, but Dennison just managing to pick up that ball control with a nice pass over to Deb. It's now up to Deb with a nice clean little ceiling carve. Takes it over for a pass to Goran, but again, Goran just isn't there. With Bill's Collector picking it back up. Now heading on to Ness. He's going to look for an opportunity here. Going to build up a little bit of speed. If he can build up that speed, you can get through any line of defense if you do this and play this properly. He's going to be doing a little bit of back and forth there with War, just kind of trying to confuse him a little bit as he has now onto left shelf. He's going to look for this opportunity as he goes right up to the goals. He doesn't manage to get it in though. He gets tackled almost immediately, stopping him from going anywhere near those goals. But Bill Collector now taking it underneath Sewers. He's going to go up on the left-hand side. He's going to go right past the defense. Will he manage to sink a goal in? He won't. It looks like Devious are very locked in right now on this defense, stopping Rainfall from getting any opportunity.
Only about 30 seconds left. Devious up 2-0. Step's going to be heading down, looking for a pass to Goran, but Goran was not high enough. Wookie intercepting that pass, losing the ball a little bit, going down to the middle, trying to get past Denson, but Denson is there, resetting down to Bills. Bills trying to look for a bit of a ceiling carve. Depp misses the tackle up onto a left side of the field. Denson's going to be taking the tackle, resetting back to his teammate War. War onto the right side of shelf. I think this is going to be it as there's 10 seconds left. I don't think there's a way that Rainfall can win this match here.
I mean, you never know. They can keep it airborne, They could just stop anything from happening.
They could here. As time expires, the second that ball touches the ground's going to be over. Bill's trying to get past these defenders. War almost on his tail. Up onto the left side. It is going to be taken out of his hands by Goran, ending the match there. Devious winning the first round. 1-0 in the series.
I mean, this is going to be really corny. But Devious just deviously slid in there with those goals and managed to win that round. I mean, Rainfall, they got close a few times. A lot of fumbles coming from them. So I do want to, slowly start to see them pick it up. And hopefully they will. But, I mean, Devious, once again, they're locked in today.
I mean, I think it was more so Devious's persistence on offense, scoring or trying to shoot as many shots as possible. Whether it goes in or not, it's just going over and over and over, getting more shots, getting higher percentage for it to go in, just helping them as much as possible.
100%. I mean, you never know. We could potentially see Rainfall, pick it back up and kind of retaliate this as we now head in to round number 2. Let's see. As the ball is now sent out into the immediate possession there of Devious, but unfortunately, they butterfingers on that ball. The goal was almost open for a second there, but Bills, now with enough speed, goes round, but Deb just manages to smack that ball right out of his possession now. As Bills Collector still manages to pick it up, though. He's maintaining that ball possession kind of beautifully there, as he just tries to outdo Deb, but Deb just outdoes him as he goes up into the air with a long shot goal. It almost goes in, it goes up on the top, it was just bouncing back up and down. There was a very close opportunity there, as now Ellis takes that ball, tries to get the possession, but Jack's now going to go for a nice little long shot clearage, getting it away. We have some people in the chat that think, Devious might go 6-0 this match. I don't know. I mean, so far there's been no goals. We're a minute in here. Both teams seem to be, playing kind of well, both on the defense and the offense, but Deb's going to build up that speed. He's going to go right up above Ness. He's going to go for a pass back all the way over to War. War now seeking this opportunity for the first goal of the game. Jack in the defense. Deb's going to go for the rebound. Goes to the pass back to Dennison. Dennison trying to sink in a goal, but again, Rainfall are on that defense. I don't know what's happening, but they might have locked in finally.
Yeah, I definitely feel like Rainfall is a highly defensive team, and Devious obviously is a highly offensive team. He's going to be passed over to Denson, but is blocked there by Ellis. Wookie having it now, but War stealing it, FOMO shooting it. Jack is going to be blocking it again. Jack with the goalie saves over and over and over here. It's going to be hit back down to Denson. Goran having it now, going back up, getting hit out by Ellis. Goran taking it, but it's going to be hit out again, as it's going to be a clearage straight to Denson. Denson on Halo, going down, waiting for his teammates to get into a position, passing it over to War, but War is just going to be a little bit too fast there. Depp is going to be stealing the ball now, headed up towards the middle. The ball is loose. Denson trying to get it back, passing it over to War. War now taking possession, going up, trying to pass back to Goran. Goran into the sewer, going up straight to the middle, looking for a shot here, trying to find an angle, but it's going to be blocked out of here. A Step is going to be taking it now up onto the left side, trying to hit it back up to Ness, but no one is there. Bills is going to be handing it off to War. War going down, looking at 1v1, shooting it, and it's going to be in.
I mean, what a beautiful goal there. You know, the passage play was just super clean coming from Devious there. You know, round 2, I mean, looking very interesting so far. As Bills Collector now, he's going to build up a little bit of speed there. The ball just gets smacked right out of his hands. Depp going to go for a little passage over to Goran. Goran now taking that ball all the way up to War, as War is now airborne, goes the pass back to Depp. Depp's going to hit it down, but Jack's going to be there to intercept it and stop them from getting that goal. Now, Jack taking it up into the air for Bills Collector to pick up and seek that goal opportunity, but unfortunately doesn't go in, as Ellis now fights for that ball possession, but doesn't manage to cleanly get it there. Bills Collector taking it now into his own hands, as he's going to try and seek any opportunity that he can, but the ball just keeps getting smacked out of their hands. It seems that Rainfall just can't keep their hands on the ball for longer than 5 seconds this match. As now, War's going to take it for a nice little pass over there to Depp. Depp now airborne up on Halo. It's going to jump right over Bills Collector with that ball pass to Dennison. Dennison just not going to be able to catch it in time, but still manages to, you know, steal that possession. The ball is airborne once again, leading for Depp. Just very cleanly picked that up there. As he jumps now up towards the goals, goes for a nice clean pass to Goran, but Goran is too tall as the ball goes right underneath him. Depp picking up once again. Depp seems to be very, very in that possession kind of playstyle right now. As he goes to the pass over to Dennison. Dennison taking it down now, going for the goal opportunity. Hits right off the top though. Bills Collector managing to catch that rebound as he now takes it down next to Sewers. He's going to go under Sewers straight through the middle, building up all that speed, but someone's right behind him, smacking that ball right out of his hands.
Fortunate there, as War is going to be headed up to the right. Ellis is going to be trying to intercept it, but Depp takes it from him. It's going to be hit over to the right side. Goran's going to get there first, kind of losing the ball. Bills with some speed. Oh, he unfortunately hits that little platform there. He's in sewer right now, trying to get out of the place. Oh, Bills Collector's back at his own goal, trying to get some speed going up onto right trench. Going out back into sewer, going up toward the middle, but it's going to be hit out of his hands. Goran trying to save it, but it's going to go in. 1-1 here with 30 seconds left on the clock. I mean, I think it's very possible that we have an overtime here.
I mean, you love to see overtimes, but you never know. Devious are very heavy right now on that aggro playstyle as they go building up that speed to Goran. Goran gonna go for the pass down to Dennison, or Depp, sorry, Depp gets that goal. I did not mean to say Dennison, I do apologize, but Depp sinking it in nice and cleanly there. It looks like it might not be an overtime. You know, caster's curse, as they say.
I mean, I guess so. I mean, they could keep it airborne here, as Bills is going to be trying to take it. Depp is going to be resetting back to Denson. Denson trying to pass it over to Goran. Goran headed downfield, looking for another pass over to War. War looking down at the goal, trying to look for, I guess, another pass to Depp. Depp tries to shoot it in, but it's going to be hit down. Unfortunate there, as he was trying to block the goal, it gets hit down. Ending the match there, with Devious being 2-0 in the series.
I mean, Devious are just locked in right now. I don't know what else I could say other than Rainfall. You know, they start to pick back up with getting one goal, their first goal so far of the stream. They need to start picking up on the attacking play, because realistically, they could hardly get their hands on the ball so far.
I mean, they've had a lot of fumbles in this 2 rounds here, where they just can't keep their hands on the ball. But I do want to give some recognition to Jack the Drifter, having 4 saves here. Going back to back to back, having all these beautiful goalie saves. But then again, Devious has been persistent with the shot on goal, having as many shots as possible just to try to get past them.
100%. Now we're into round 3. With Depp taking that ball possession almost immediately, airborne, going for the goal opportunity, but just missing by an inch. Bills Collector taking it now onto his own side there. Getting that ball smacked out of his hands. Could have almost been a goal there. But it looks like he's going to try his best to get round Depp, as Depp is just very quickly marking him. Now they have subbed in Ames, getting that pass over to Ellis. Maybe Ames can change their outcome here. with a goal opportunity as he heads towards the goals. He's going to try and find either a pass opportunity or a play opportunity. He gets the pass over to Bills. Bills just not being able to catch it, though. Depp is going to be in that fight for the possession there once again, as normal. Jack now taking it airborne. Gets tackled, but still manages to maintain that possession. Gets the pass over to Ellis. Ellis just missing it, though. Dancing being able to swoop in, steal any form of possession there. Gorin now taking it airborne. Gets tackled almost immediately, though. Bills Collector now heading over onto right shelf. It's going to go right below it, though. Still marked almost immediately. Gorin intercepting that long pass there as he now takes it for a long shot. Is it going to go in? Oh, just hits off, but War is going to be able to smack that in off the rebound. I mean, that was almost a beautiful long shot there.
I mean, just barely hitting the top goalpost and War being able to rebound it in, having that speed. As Bill is having a lot of speed, headed towards the middle, going a little bit high, but it's going to be blocked by Depp. War having the ball now, headed up onto the right side of the field, trying to wait for his teammates to get downfield, passing it over to Gorin. Gorin passing it over to Denson, but it's going to be hitting Halo. Unfortunate there, so it's going to head back down into sewer. Is going to be stolen by War. War headed up towards the middle, looking for a shot, but it's going to be missed. Jack, the drifter, having the ball, trying to shoot it as far down as possible. Depp stealing it now, going up towards the middle, looking for a shot, but it's going to get past him. Just hitting off his hand, but not having the angle to get it out of the goal. Bills going to be taking it down up onto the left side now. Looking
a beautiful play, though.
Play. Yeah, beautiful play. It's going to be Ellis.
Ellis try to take that ball control there, but unfortunately just slipping off of it as Gorin now takes it airborne once again. Heads over towards Halo, but unfortunately gets tackled there by Bills Collector before he can do anything. But still, they maintain that position no matter what. Depp's going to take it right through sewers, through the defense line there, as he now jumps back up towards Halo. Gets tackled by Bills, but the ball is still heading over towards Gorin. Gorin just missing that ball possession, as now Bills Collector manages to pick it up. Goes for the pass over to Jack there. Jack taking it airborne with War right on his tail. As the ball now goes into the possession of Denson. Denson's going to look for the opportunity here as he heads towards the goals, but Ellis is there. War's ready to catch the rebound. But again, they're still in that defense, stopping the goals from going in for Devious. The ball is now out into the open field as it goes towards the Devious side. It looks like Ames is going to pick that ball up now as he heads airborne, but just slips off that ball control as War picks it up airborne again. Now Depp taking it all the way over towards Halo. He's going to seek this opportunity. He looks for a teammate to pass to. Gets almost an opportunity there. Ames now taking the ball off a backboard, though, stopping it from going anywhere. As Gorin's going to try and get the tackle off. Almost kind of gets it there. It's going to be a little bit of a fight for that possession. As Depp now takes it up. Airborne. Goes for a nice play. Sees the opportunity to War. War goes to the goal and manages to slide it in just in that corner. I mean, a beautiful play now, leading for 3-0. Rainfall have a minute and a half here to try and retaliate and at least get 3 goals in.
I mean, it's looking very bright here for Devious. Bills Collector going down, kind of taking his time here, looking for a player to pass to. As he passes over to no one, it seems it's going to be hit up to scoreboard. Depp having it now, looking for a pass over to War. War having ball on Halo, going down the field, looking for a opportunity here, an angle, as he passed over to Gore. Gore passing it back to Depp. Depp looking for an angle, but it's going to be high. Unfortunate there, as he's going to be pinched up, going to be in the hands of War again. War passing it over to Denson. Denson looking for a shot. It's going to be high again. Jack trying to get to the ball, but losing it. It's going to be hit down to the right side of the field. Ames having it, but it's going to be knocked loose. He can't really keep his hands on it. Bills taking it from him, going up towards the middle, looking for a shot, shooting it, but it's going to be War there. War blocking it with only about 30 seconds left. Gorin's going to be headed down onto the left side, trying to go up, trying to get away from these people, as Depp is going to be taking it up onto the right side, looking for a shot, but it's going to be passed down to Gorin. Gorin looking for another shot. It's going to be shot, but Ellis is going to be blocking it. Bills onto the right side. I have a bit of a camera issue. Give me a second.
You're all good. Bills Collector now with 1 second left. He's going to try and find that last goal opportunity as Denson now keeps that ball airborne. He's just going to go for a nice little pass there. And it looks like the run win is going to go to Devious as the ball is going to touch the ground any second now as they try and keep it airborne. It looks like they're just keeping that ball up in the air right now. You're stopping the game from ending. Denson now is going to be up on the nest.
In the air.
Goes for a little pass back. Bills Collector smacking it, just absolute smackage there as they finalize that win. 3-0. Devious just locked in that game.
Devious having their win here, 3-0 in the series, winning the game as a whole. Now Devious is 3-0 and Rainfall 3-3. Devious winning by a good amount every single time. It was close throughout it, but like I've said plethora of times, Devious has had that offensive time, had offensive possession, trying to get as many shots as possible just to get past them.
100%. I mean, if we look at some of the match clips there, I mean, both beautiful plays from both teams. I mean, you know, the first couple rounds, it seems almost that Rainfall just couldn't get their hands on that ball whatsoever. But, you know, they still came back a little bit, you know, being able to grab some possession. But the other team were just so locked in on being so aggressive that, I mean, what can you really play against that?
I mean, not much you can do there, as Rainfall tried their best on the defensive side, but could not come up top. I mean, that was a great game overall. I mean, seeing these players play their best game, Devious with that offense, Rainfall with that defense most of the time, I mean, it's just great to see.
100%. Now, I want to quickly say thank you to everybody who, you know, watched this match. Feel free to, you know, comment down below, you know, what your favorite plays were in the match or anything you find interesting about the game today. And I appreciate everybody showing up. Make sure to subscribe to the VRML channel if you haven't already. It's completely free. You can always do it unsubscribe later if you don't like the content. But I suggest remaining subscribed. It does help support everybody. And also, we do have a channel membership for only $5, which you guys can, you know, subscribe to. You get cool perks like, you know, your Discord section for people who are just members, some cool emotes, like a cool little chat color, a bunch of other stuff, discount codes, so much that I could say, but it's all listed on the thing for you there. I appreciate everybody showing up. We have been VRML. You guys have been amazing. And we'll see you all in the future games.
Orion Drift VRML is brought to you by Another Axiom, Helga, the esports manager. Thanks for watching VRML.